chaps, chainsaw chaps. I got the new chainsaw chaps you guys suggested, and I listened, and I got new chaps. I've been snowed in and frozen for over a week, and I'm just excited to be out here today. These are probably going to get dirty today, but I like the high vis, so if I hurt myself, it'll be easier to find me. But I just want to cut stuff up today. While I was stuck inside, I was trying to figure out what's going on with my chainsaw. And the only thing I could think of was the fuel. So I got new fuel, added the Husqvarna oil, dumped out the old stuff out of the chainsaw, and so now we're going to see if that helped. And if it did, I want to cut stuff up today, but not myself, even though I got the chainsaw chaps. I don't want to cut myself, but let's see what I can get done today. So we're going to try the swamp cut again. I got the fuel changed out, so let's see if this will start. Oh, before I start, I got the eye protection, I got the hard hat, now I got the chainsaw chaps. I could probably invest in some gloves. I won't wear earplugs, because if I hear any animals, I want to hear them if they're going to attack me, so I know I'm going to die. But if there's any other safety equipment that I'm lacking, please let me know, because you guys suggest. I do listen. I appreciate you guys and all your information. Come on, buddy. Doesn't want to start. Maybe it wasn't the fuel. Maybe it was just the fuel. I hope that's all it is. Let's move a little closer to the swamp creek. Can't really tell, so let's move on down. Got it, but knocked my chain off. Part of the video for my parents, because the property line ends right on the other side of the creek, which is like a swamp at the moment. Like, there's moisture, but it's not really a creek. And so I want to show them where I'm at, and if they know any, like, is that stump right there a landmark? Is that tree a landmark? Because the creek, it's normally not this wide, and yes, we've had snow and rain, but I just don't want to do something on someone else's property. Like, see, that's a footprint of a swamp. It's mushy right now, and so I just kind of need to know so I don't go trespassing, because out here in the sticks you might get shot. But yeah, see, like, there's pools of water, so I'm curious. Don't know if it's just from the season or if this is the creek. I am not sure. But because of really dry summers lately, we can't see it except for this time of year. Trying to fall over. I don't know if this looks like swamp, well, like a creek. It all looks like a swamp. I just want to stay on my property. There's animal tracks of something. I did see coyote poop earlier. But yeah, I want to show this part of the video to them so they can let me know if I'm over the property line. But yeah, and it's a cluster over here. I got logs on grass. Thank God it's not frozen because it'll all be slippery as can be. I mean, these are some nice logs. It's probably all rotten, but yeah, with all these pools of water everywhere, just want to cover my butt and not be, yeah, like all puddles. So I'm going to show this to them. I'll stay over here. Won't go this far today. But once I show them this, and hopefully they can confirm if I've crossed the property line. I mean, people on the other side, I don't know if they still live there from when I used to live here, but they're pretty cool. Don't know if they want me to clear their land or not, and I'd rather clear mine first and foremost. So I just gotta show this part to my folks. I'm gonna go back up there, but we'll start cutting some more stuff up where I left off last time. Right here. This part I know is mine, but after, no idea. Let's get back to work. That is not good. I just sharpened it, thought I tightened it, and it came off. So I'm gonna go grab my new chainsaw. I mean my new chain. And pop that on. And then I'll sharpen this guy when I get home. It's starting to rain. I looked at the forecast and it's supposed to continue to rain for the rest of the night. But what I forgot to do last time was cover these up so they'll dry out and I could burn them. And as you can tell from where I got my wood measuring tool at my favorite store is Dollar Tree, I got this tarp there. I'm just going to cut it in half so I could hopefully have enough to cover 2 of these big stumps. Got some bungees. Hopefully they'll be big enough. If not, I got some nails in my pocket and I'll find a rock and I could nail it into the sides. Oh yeah, I might have to nail it. It's not going to be big. Maybe. Got to have faith, I guess, but let's see. Oh yeah, this one will be good. Let it dry out. I'm going to have to get an axe and cut a divot in it so it will stay. But for now, that one is good. This one over here is kind of funky. It's not really a normal shape. So I might have to nail this sucker in. I've got to find a rock. Right here. Yeah, it's like, that part's dead. About that part. If it's dead, the nail goes in easy. And again, it's a Dollar Tree tarp, so I don't mind putting holes in it because when I'm done, it's going to be garbage. covered. It's gonna be a close call. But as long as the center's dry, and once it dries out and I can put the briquettes in it, I'm not worried about the stuff on the outside. That sucker just went right in, nice. I might put some rocks on it, just because it is a weird shape. I don't want the wind blowing up one end of it. Come out. I don't know, but I nailed that part. Oh, I did right over there. Got to nail it here so the wind gets it from this side. Where's a good spot? Let's see. Drop more rocks, yeah. Definitely won't hurt. I don't want to, yeah, the rain's starting to get better now. I don't want to bring out any machines, whether they're gas or battery, in this weather. So all I have are my pruners, and I might go back down to the creek and just prune down some of the salmon berries, so next time I'm in that area, I won't be constantly tripping and having to watch where I go. So I came down early today, so I'm like, plenty of time before the sun sets. But Mother Nature's like, no, I'm gonna rain on you early. So yeah, I might go down there, got my trimmers, my pruners, put these away so I don't leave them down here. Yeah, I might go back to the swamp. We shall see. As you can see, lots of these salmonberry little stumps. Because like I said, nobody's been down here for 40 plus years. So probably a month ago, I had the hedge trimmer to make a path, enough to get by, but now I got all these when I'm carrying stuff. I'm just waiting to trip and fall and face plant. So, being it's sprinkling for downpours, I just want to use this and hopefully clean this a little bit. Because I don't know what the weather's going to do. If it's going to freeze again, it will sometime. But we just had in single digits, then we had snow, and I don't know if it's done yet. You never know. Like right now it's in the 50s. And I kind of have a brush pile. There's a stack of branches over there that I've kind of started because I don't want to have to haul all this to another spot. So just right over there I made another pile. But yeah, when I first started clearing this, when the world was on lockdown, there was a good salmonberry stump. This is an alder stump, but I stepped on a salmonberry stump about that size, broke my pinky toe, which sucked because that's when only one person in the hospital or the medical place at a time, so I had to wait in the car with a broken foot. Yes, good thing it was my left foot, not my driving foot, so I had to drive an hour home. Gave it a day, didn't get any better. Doctor's like, yep, you got a Jones fracture. So keeping these guys cut will also save me from another broken foot. Hopefully. But yeah, these things are gnarly. You could tell this area hasn't got love for a long time. I mean, yeah, it looks like a rainforest down here, but it's more like a swamp, and it's Washington, so half the year the whole state's like a rainforest. I need to cut those suckers down so I have a better throwing spot. some of this out of the way. Come on, bud, thank you. Yeah, some of them are too tough to pull quite yet. Got done. Yeah, it was a cinnamon berry stump like the size of this guy. That's a big one. Oh, I'm not gonna throw that straight. Just don't hit myself and I'm happy. I know I could bring machinery in and do this a lot quicker, but what fun is that? It's clear and then it's mine. It's like, no, I want to feel like I earned it. It wasn't just handed to me. Cut that guy down next time. Yeah, these suckers are everywhere. Just a cluster. All of it's a cluster. I'm gonna move the camera. Gonna work on, made it a little better right there. At least a decent walking path. That's a little cluster. Let's see if I can set this down right here. Don't fall, please. Ooh, Shiza. Dang. Weed in the way. Now let's try it. There we go. Some of my battery's almost done. The camera shut off while I was videoing, but I was able to clear more of a path, less obstacles. I found a little bird's nest. I'm not going to touch it. I think it's adorable, but they're probably done with it, but still not going to disturb it. But yeah, I'd say today was a good day. I got those stumps up there covered with the tarp. Made a clearer path. Found out my chainsaw does work if I put fresh fuel in it with the Husqvarna oil. And while I was stuck at home, I made a sign. I'm going to bring it down next time and you'll see it's going to go on that broken tree right there. This creek does have a name. But if we're paying property taxes on it, I think we could rename the part that's on our property. So that will be put up there next time I come down. I just have to put on one more coat of weather wood protectant. And yeah, so I'm happy with today. I mean, I did want to cut more with the chainsaw, but I had to put the new one on it. And then the rain. Oh! Before my camera died, I was going to introduce you to my little buddy Oreo. He's my parents' 13-year-old tuxedo cat. I don't know how he's made it 13 years. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed. But he came down to let me know that he wanted in the house. He's always on the sidelines, but he was meowing at me to say, "Biatch, let me in the house." And being that I am his biatch, I let him in the house. So it is looking a little better. There's actually a trail now, not just for game, but for people as well. I gotta cover this up all the way because in 2 months, I want to turn this little section of land into a turkey pen. I want to try and grow my own poultry, just because you go to the store and it's like you don't know what's in your meat. And my dad was raised on a chicken farm, so he will not let me raise chickens, but him and my parents said I could do turkeys and I have to get bunnies. I'm not arguing with them. If I can get bunnies too, why not? So yeah, I need this to dry out so I could burn it without using fuel because I don't want chemicals left behind for my soon-to-be pet turkeys. I called my country store that gets them and they said 2 months till the mammoth baby turkeys come in. So yeah, I think this would be a good spot to make it a a nice big pen so they'll be able to roam and not be so sheltered like the chickens that we buy in the grocery store. My little Sasquatch will have some chickens to keep him company. But yeah, so I don't know what my plan will be next time. It all depends on the weather and how long I'll be stuck in the house. My battery died again, so I just swapped out a new one. And as I was walking back up, and I was just telling you guys about Oreo, my parents' cat that's 13 years old. I was looking over here at all these branches, because at home I have 5 cats. 2 years ago we only had 1, but now we have 5, and I'm thinking I might take a couple of these branches. My next project might be making my own cat tree, because you can go to the store and they have them for like between 100 200 bucks, and the cats have them for a little while, those big old cat trees, and they don't last. And so this way I can give them a real American made one with local wood. So I think my next project might be making an indoor cat tree with some real tree. If you guys have done that before, let me know, because I could use help. It'll be fun if I can make one properly. But I'm looking at this stick right here. If I can cut the bottom of it, then I can make 2 things going up top. I'll use my little hand chainsaw, but then I'll have to like shave all the bark off. But it will be a fun project for sure, and I think I might do that thanks to Oreo. So yeah, and again, I'd like to say thank you to you guys that do take the time to watch my videos, see my progress. It's really raining now. But yeah, I have a couple new subscribers since my last one, so I'd like to say thank you. I appreciate all of you, and please, again, click like, click subscribe, comment if you want, if you have any advice that can help me, whether it's with turkeys, raising turkeys, a cat tree, cutting wood, just not cutting myself. And again, if you guys give me any pointers, I listen. I only have 2 digits worth of subscribers, so I'm not a big deal yet. So yeah, when you guys comment, I do my best to respond, because I appreciate you and I want all the input I can. Thanks again, guys.